Good morning, students. How you all are doing? I hope you all are fine and doing great. So, I wish you all are practicing all your exercises, homework regularly and honestly. So, this is our fourth class. Let's begin. As up to now, we already have tackled with introduction part and 3 try these exercise. Now we are moving to next try these 4. So the first question of this try these 4 is filling the blanks. First, minus 2 by 3 multiply 1 by 6 is equal to dash multiply minus 2 by 3. Look at here the pattern. If I say suppose this is first and this is second, equal to, now the first minus 2 by 3 has gone here, so that means what will be the number coming here? Second, that is 1 by 6. What is property called? It is a commutative property. If you know, first multiply second will always be equal to second multiply first. So this is how we are going to. The next one is 5 by 13 multiply blank will be equal to 1. How we will get the number 1? You know, कभी भी किसी नंबर के और रेशनल नंबर के, सपोज दिस इज 2, ठीक है, we want 1 should be the answer. So what will be the number we are going to multiply with 2? Its inverse, that is 1 by 2. 2 cancel out and answer will be 1. That means the inverse of this number will be multiplied here, that is 13 by 5. So look, 5 cancel, 13 cancel, and the answer will be 1. These are the easiest question of this exercise. Similarly goes here. It will be, look here the pattern, again commutative. Now obviously 0 will be multiplied to get 0, and the next one is minus 1 by 9. Look here, it is an associative property. If you will look here, it is a associative property under multiplication. First leave first, second third. Now first second, that is 1 by 9, multiply second, leaving third one, that is 1 by 3. If you remembering that, first leaving first, multiplying another 2 numbers is always equal to first multiply second, and now leaving the third one. So this is what we have used here. Now verify the following and state the property. You have to verify it and state the property. That means name the property which you are verifying here. So now look first. So the first one, if you look carefully, it is associative under multiplication. Look here, we are leaving first, multiplying second, third, and then multiplying first, second, and leaving third one. So it is a associative property. Now we have to verify it. For verifying, I have done already. Look here, we have taken LHS and RHS. LHS, we are going to multiply first these two, and this came 11 by 5, then 11, and the answer will be 3 by 5. Similarly, we have done for RHS and we are getting the same answer, 3 by 5. That means these two are equal. It is associative property under multiplication. Now we will move to our next part of it. So the next part is 7 by 8 multiply 2 by 5 minus 1 by 3 will be equal to 7 by 8 multiplying 2 by 5 minus 7 by 8. That is, we are multiplying 7 by 8 with this number first and then with second number. So this property is distributive property. If you are remembering, I'm again writing here. Suppose if A by B, C by D and E by F all are rational number, then what distributive property says that if A by B multiplying C by D minus E by F, there can also be plus also. It is for plus also. Here we can write plus also. So it will be equal to A by B multiplying C by D first minus, this minus will come here, then A by B will multiply by E by F. So this is what distributive property says. Now we have to verify it. So first we will solve the LHS part, that is 7 by 8 multiplying 2 by 5 minus 1 by 3. So look, I have solved this question. First I have solved LHS part and I have taken the LCM of 5 and 3 first. It will be 15, and then try to solve it and you will be getting answer 7 by 120 in LHS part. Then I move to RHS, where first you have to solve this bracket, then this bracket, and then lastly you have to do subtraction. Look, so it will be coming 7 by 20, 7 by 24, then taking LCM, getting 120, and the answer will be coming same, that is LHS is equal to RHS. And the property I have already told you which property we are using here, or which property is here, that is distributive property. To the next question, that is find the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of the following rational number. So look, please recap or recall all the properties we have already done. What is multiplicative inverse? The multiplicative inverse of any number A is always the reciprocal of that number, that is 1 by A. And when you multiply that number with its inverse, you will get always an answer of 1. So we have to write the multiplicative inverse of these. So look here, the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5 will be reciprocal of 1 by 5 will become 5. Minus 5 by 12 will be 12 by 5 minus 12 by 5. Okay. Minus 7 by 20 will be reciprocal, means ulta, that is inverse. So it will be minus 20 by 7. And the last one, 13 by 27, the reciprocal will be 27 by 13. I hope you all are getting it, because we have already done these type of question when I was introducing you the property of multiplicative inverse. So the next one, next question. Does 0 have a multiplicative inverse? Does 0 have a multiplicative inverse? No. So, no, 0 does not have multiplicative inverse. Why? Because as the inverse of 0 will be 1 upon 0. If we will write the inverse of 0, it can be written in the form of 1 upon 0. But can 1 upon 0 be solved? It will become undefined, because हमने अभी तक इस थ्योरी को सॉल्व नहीं किया है. कभी भी अगर हम 0 से किसी नंबर को डिवाइड करते हैं, इट बिकम स्ट्रेट इन्फिनिटी. ओके, इट कैन नॉट बी डिविजिबल. सो 0 डज नॉट हैव अ मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स. सो यू कैन से इट लाइक दिस कि इट कैन नॉट बी डिफाइंड, अनडिफाइंड और नॉट डिफाइंड. We cannot write the multiplicative inverse of 0. And is find the area of square of side 4 1 by 5 meter. You have to find the area of a square, that is side multiply side or square of side. So the area of square will be side multiply side, that is 21 by 5 multiply 21 by 5, that will be 441 divided 25 meters square. So now let's move to our next question. Look here. Complete the table. You have to complete this table with, first look, a rational number is given, that is minus 12 by 21. You have to write additive inverse and its multiplicative inverse. So just look, what is the additive inverse of any number? Additive inverse of any number is always minus of that number, and multiplicative inverse is always reciprocal of that number. If suppose A is that number and inverse is, additive inverse is minus of that number, negative of that number, and additive inverse is reciprocal of that number. So that means the additive inverse of this will be minus 12 by 21. A is minus 12 by 21. So additive inverse will be minus of that number. That means minus times will be plus. It will be 12 by 21. That means the inverse of minus 12 by 21 will be 12 by 21, positive number, and the inverse of that number will be reciprocal, that is 21 by 12. So the reciprocal of minus 12 by 21 will be, denominator goes to numerator, that is 21 upon 12, minus 21 upon 12. So as like similarly you have to do these three as your homework. Write the additive inverse of, it will be minus of minus this number, it will be 5 by 27. Similarly you have to these. So these three parts are your homework: 5 by minus 27, minus 2 and 1. Now move to our last question of this try these. 3 friends bought a rice variety priced at rupees 9 by 4 per kg. If they bought 5 1 by 4 kg, 6 1 by 8 kg and 10 2 by 5 kg of rice respectively, find the total amount paid to the shopkeeper together by the 3 friends. So look what the question means. The price of whatever kg they are buying the rice, it will be rupees 9 3 by 4 per kg. That means if they are buying 1 kg, they have to pay 9 3 by 4 rupees. Okay. First have bought itna kg. We do not know how much money he has paid, but हमें ये पता है कि 1 kg के लिए इतना है. तो for this much kg we have to multiply this with this number. Okay, next one has bought, the second friend has bought 6 1 by 8 kg rice. Again for the money we have to multiply these two, and the third one has bought 10 2 by 5 kg of rice. Now we have to find the total money they have paid. Okay, suppose I'm saying if the price of a notebook is 10 rupees. 10 rupees per notebook. Okay, for one notebook you have to pay 10 rupees. If suppose your first friend has bought 2 notebooks, so how much money he have to pay for 2 notebook? 2 multiply 10, 20 rupees. That means 20 rupees he has to pay. Similarly, this question is like, start solving. Look, price of 1 kg rice is given, that is rupees 9 3 by 4, and that will become 39 by 4 rupees. Now money paid by first friend for 5 1 by 4 kg rice. He have bought 5 1 by 4 kg rice, that is 21 by 4 kg rice. So the money he has paid will be 819 by 16 rupees. Similarly, the second one has paid 1911 by 32 rupees. Similarly, the third one has paid rupees 2028 by 20 rupees. So look here how I have find it. Now the total money they have paid, so you have to add all these three money which they have paid for their respective kg rice. So that means the LCM will be 160, and then after solving it you will get this answer 33,969 divided by 160 rupees. You can write this in a mixed fraction also. So this is how we have solved it. With this we have completed our try these 4. Now we will move to try these 5. So the first question of try these 5 is simplify the following. You have to simplify these 4 questions. Now you will get the questions according to the division property. Now look, 13 by 25 divided minus 1 by 8. We have to solve the first part. So look here carefully. 13 by 25 you will write as it is. 2. So we have to change this division into multiplication. This division sign will change into multiplication, but this can only possible if this number will be written in its reciprocal form, that is minus 8 by 1. Getting it? So now 13 multiply minus 8 will become minus 104 divided by 25. So this is the answer. Now the next part. So now look here. B and C will be your homework. You have to do it yourself. Now moving to the last part, that is D. So D part is minus 9 by 11 divided 9 by minus 11. So I have already told you minus 9 by 11 will be written as it is. To change the sign to multiplication you have to reciprocal or reverse this number. It will become minus 11 by 9. Now look, 11 will be cancelled out, 9 will be cancelled out. You will be left with minus 1 multiply minus 1, and minus minus is plus, 1 multiply 1 is 1. That means the answer will be 1. Okay, so now these 2 parts are your homework. So moving to our next question, check whether minus 1 by 5 divided by 2 by 15 will equal to 2 by 15 divided minus 1 by 5. Also generalize your conclusion. Look here, you have to check whether these 2 are equal, and then after solving this, checking this, you have to generalize a conclusion which property or which what you have concluded at last with this solution. Okay, so let's begin. Now look, I have written here also, it's minus 1 by 15 divided. Now first I'm solving the LHS part as usual. Minus 1 by 5 divided 2 by 15. Minus 1 by 5. Now this division sign will be replaced by multiplication, and this will become the reciprocal of 2 by 15 will be 15 by 2. Now 5, 3, and the answer will be minus 3 by 2. Similarly, you have to check RHS 2 by 15 divided minus 1 by 5. 2 by 15, this division will be replaced by multiplication, and this will become minus 5 by 1. So look, 5, it will be 3 times. That means the answer will be 2 multiply minus 1 will be minus 2 by 3. Now look whether these 2 are equal. No, LHS is not equal to RHS. Now look here carefully. These 2 numbers are same on both LHS and RHS side. Both the rationals are same on LHS and RHS side. So if I say कि first divided second will never equal to first divided second. These first and second are the two rational numbers, never equal to second divided first. So what you have got, that this implies that commutative property never satisfy in the case of division. But we have concluded that commutative property never satisfies in case of division. That I have already told you when I was introducing you the properties of division. That time also I have told you that the commutative property never satisfied in case of division and subtraction. So look, we have done it. Now moving to our third question. So look, justify using an example whether the associative property holds true for division of rational number. Look, you have to justify this question with an example. But as you know, when I was teaching you the associative property of division, I have given you the example also. So you can write the example from there. The associative property does not hold for in the case of division also. You just have to justify it. Okay, the associative property says that it does not hold in case of division. That you have to satisfy with an example. So also in your book, you can give this example also. But I have already given you one more example there when I was introducing you this property. So you can take this as a hint and take your own three rational number to check whether this property satisfies in case of division or not. Okay, so this is your homework. You have to take three rational numbers yourself and check whether it is satisfying or not. So this question is your homework. Okay, now we move to next one. If 4 1 by 3 divided by a number gives the quotient minus 7 by 9, find the number. Look, if 4 1 by 3 divided by a number, we do not know which number is dividing such number, and the quotient you are getting is minus 7 by 9. You have to find the number. First of all, you have to let that number be x, because we do not know which number is dividing this number. So we have let this number be x. Now look here, if this x is dividing this number, you are getting a quotient minus 7 by 9. That means your remainder will be coming 0. So now look here. First of all, I have let the number be x. Then according to question, when 4 1 by 3 divided by x, you are getting a quotient minus 7 by 9. Now, if you replace the division with multiplication, the reciprocal of this number will be 1 by x equal to minus 7 by 9. Now look, as there is multiplication, so you can take this rational number to here. This 3 will goes to the numerator and 13 will goes to denominator. So now look here, 1 by x will be written as it is equal to minus 7 by 9 multiply, this will goes there, 3 by 13. 3 times 9, so it will become minus 7 by 13, 3 is 39. So now look here, what you have get, 1 by x is equal to minus 7 by 39. Right? So x will be, now look here, when you have to write x, you have to do the reciprocal of these two numbers. Then the reciprocal of 1 by x will be x, and reciprocal of this number will be minus 39 by 7. The x value of x will be minus 39 by 7. So you have get the number. The number we have let x, it's this number, minus 39 by 7. Now the last question of this, try these 5 is the product of two rational number is 18 2 by 5. If one of them is this, find the other. Look, we have given the product of two rational number 18 2 by 5. One number is given, you have to find the other. The other number you will take x. That means the multiplication of 3 2 by 5 multiply x will be 18 2 by 5. Now you have to solve this question. First change it into a proper fraction. I have done this. Check all the videos. I have done this type of question once. So, when I was starting, try these first. Before that, I have done such question. The product of two rational number is there I have done. Just check the question. You have to do it. So do it carefully. It's very easy. I have even given you hint how to solve this question. Okay, so for your hint, I am giving you the answer also. You will be getting answer here 92 by 17 here. When you will solve this question, you will get the value of x will be 92 by 17. Okay, do it like this. Then you will take this to that side and you have to solve it. So with this question we have completed our try these 5. Now, so students, we are done for today. Now I will take my leave. I hope you will do it all the questions honestly, and now we will meet in our next class. Up to then, bye bye, have a nice day, good luck.